I am so sore. I think this is cool. I think the most sore I've ever been, it's gotta be after the Speed Goat 50K. Well, this is a close second. Formidable 50K. Speed Goat is a little steeper, a little more vert out in Utah. But man, I'm just hobbling here in colorful Colorado. If you all ever visit Denver, you gotta come to the dairy block. My goodness, there's expensive filming equipment sitting here. What is going on there? That's like $50,000 of cameras sitting right there. I'll do 6 of these.
Okay.
Perfect. It's Fat Tuesday. Perfect.
80 back for you.
Okay.
And then I have coffee and cream and everything just over on that counter.
Perfect.
Yeah, have a good day.
Thanks. All right, let's break it down. Formidable 50K. What happened out on the course? Just say right now, we're not going to break down the training block today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, as far as all the training that went into getting ready for this race. And what's beautiful, everybody, I'd say it's more difficult to peel back the onion, the layers on the onion of a good race, a PR race, a race that you go out and win versus a race where you don't go. Like, when you win a race, it's like, great, the training went well, this is perfect. But when the race doesn't go as well, which is what happened in California, it's even, it's more important, and there's hopefully signs within your training block where you're like, ooh, yeah, I wish I could have done that, or ooh, I wish I would have moved this around for my training for that specific race. So I'm excited to break it all down, but okay, here we go. I'm healthy. I got my notes here from yesterday, remember, writing down notes with true love, processing the race. I'm healthy. That's, butter to the bread. That was really, it was a concern because I was going for it. I was not going to California to get 3rd or 4th or 5th or 6th or 7th. I think I ended up in the 30s, just so you know. I was going to get 1st or 2nd because this race, for those that don't know, was a qualifier for the World Mountain Running Championships in Austria this summer. So obviously I didn't qualify, and that's okay. We go back to the drawing board, figure out what we can do moving forward. But I took calculated risks because I was coming back from an injury. I had lost fitness, and I was trying to qualify for a world championship race. So I needed to take risks. And we came out the other side healthy with a huge, huge aerobic base. And I'm so excited about that. It was the first race in 10 months. You all know how I love to do tune-up races. And given the timeline with the injury, I was unable to do so. So that was a lesson for sure, is that always do a tune-up race. It just, no matter what distance, it's so key to, especially after a 10-month hiatus. It just didn't work out this time for my timing with family and everything. I was going out to compete, so here we go. We take off, the gun goes off, and I'm in, top 5 down the first 3 miles. Then we turn around, we go 2 miles back up to the starting area. Quick little caveat, race directors out there in the world, if we can avoid having to pass other racers, that would be amazing, especially on single track trail. So from mile 5 to about mile 7, we were yelling and screaming like, on your left, because we had to pass the other racers in the other races. So there's the 50K, 35K, 15K, and they went off 15 minutes after us, and we eventually caught up to them on single it's actually dangerous, and that's why I make this recommendation. If we can avoid having to pass other racers, because they have to stop or they have to get off the trail, and I'm just worried rolling ankles. Anyway, keep that in mind. So from mile 5 to mile 9.5 is all downhill, and I probably went too fast. Calling myself out. I was in 5th place and I moved up to 2nd place. 1st place was starting to put a little distance on all of us because we were caught behind the other racers, and I was like, I want to be right there. I want to be top 2. And so I caught up to him, not 100%, but I think I wrecked my quads, I'll just say. And not having done, and we'll break down the training block, but not having done any fast downhill trail training because of the snow and ice here in Colorado from December and January. I think that impacted me in a big way. So by I almost caught the guy at mile 9.5, and from 9 to 12 is like basically all uphill, and I was in second place, and I was probably like 45 seconds behind him, and by the top, I was like, you know how I love the uphill, I work the uphill, moved up to probably like 10 seconds behind him, all right? But I never passed him, and by I'm going a little quick just to keep it concise here. By mile 15, I was in third place, and by mile 20, I think I was in fifth place. So I think the reason I slowed down so much is that it was my quads. I just wrecked them. And I was a little surprised because I thought maybe my work in the gym, strengthening my legs, maybe that would help a little bit. But I've always said, like, I look at these ultra runners and I look like a toothpick out there compared to their tree trunks. I mean, their legs are like tree trunks. I have chicken legs, and that's okay. And I've accepted that. But man, I just was wrecked a little bit from mile 5 to mile 9.5, and I didn't feel it really till about mile 20-ish. And that's when the wheels came off, and I just knew it wasn't my day. Fueling, real quick, I was taking gels every 30 minutes, if not more. I think I put down 10 gels. So I was not maybe it's not enough, I don't know. Again, my first 50K in 3 years, so I'm a little out of practice in the ultra racing experience. And then I had my bottle with electrolytes the whole way, and eventually transitioned to just water, so it wasn't just all sugar and electrolytes. So I don't know if the fueling was off. I feel like I did okay, actually. And I never had issues with my stomach, so that was a bonus. So anyway, by mile 20, I'm getting past, and but I said, we're not quitting. We're gonna finish no matter how ugly it looks. And we did. And that, feels good not to throw in the towel. And I'll just say right now, I got smoked. Like, they were fast. Those dudes were fast. And I'm okay to say that, like, they were ready, and I was not ready for whatever the speed of the downhill. I don't know. And so again, we're going to break down the training block in the next couple of days. What went right, what went wrong in the training block, and then so come back for that. I'm just breaking down the race today. I will just say, footwear, I wish I would have worn beefier shoes. I wore the Salomon Pulsars. I like them. I love them. But I think they're made more for that half marathon to marathon at the most distance. And again, I just haven't been able to use them in a 50K race before. So my feet were a little beat up by mile 15. And the course was rockier than I expected. And I guess I'll also say, like, you can only do so much course recon through course maps and watching YouTube videos and looking at pictures on social media. It's really beneficial for me, I have found, to know the course, but you can't go out and preview. Now I know what the course is like, and who knows? I almost said maybe we'll go back someday. I don't know if I'm going back, but so anyway, the course recon, if you can go out and preview your racing courses, so important. Okay, I think that's it. We finished. And I'm glad it was over when I crossed that finish line. My legs were shot. They were shot. So, comment of the day, there you go. There it is. Soak it in. Thank you, Harder B, 28. And that question of the day, what is your next race? When is it going to happen? Where's it going to be? What's the course going to be like? I learned a lot. So many good lessons, but I'll share way more about the training. Again, what went right, what went wrong in the next couple of days. Sound good? Good day, positive attitude, stay positive through all your good races and not so good races. That's the key, everybody, okay? And my legs I am hobbling. I am sore. And again, I think it's connected to the shoes and the fact that I was bombing the downhills probably a little too fast, and not afraid to say it in the first half of the race. It's okay. You live and learn. You live and learn. All right, onward and upward. Thanks for tuning in. We'll toss it to the race. All right, right there, in case you missed it. Right there. Love you all. Come on now. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.